Hi, welcome back to OTH Inside. I'm Jeff Heideck.
And I'm Amy Hotz. We have a lot of good news for you from the Port City, but first let's find out what happened last night.
Well, we finally had a new episode of One Tree Hill last night, and it was an episode that focused on the relationships with some of the key characters. Now, the big news, of course, was that Peyton and Lucas found out that their baby could be in trouble, or at least that Peyton could if she decided to go ahead and have the pregnancy. They argued about it for a while, but ultimately decided that they were going to go ahead and have the baby. Now, what that means for their future is still unclear. Meanwhile, Nathan and Haley were in Charleston, where Nathan plays basketball, and they were considering actually a permanent move there, and they also both decided that Haley should ditch her teaching job and pursue her music again full-time, even if that meant taking young Jamie on the road. Now, also last night, Millie and Mouth had their big breakup scene. It seems like they're broken up for good, although I hope not. I really like Millie. I thought she brought a lot to the show and, frankly, gave Mouth something to do this season. He's sort of been on the sidelines. But my favorite storyline from last night was between Deb and Dan. They both got some juicy material last night. They both still blame each other, partly for Keith's death. And they sort of went at it for a while until Jamie broke up the argument with news that Dan is finally getting his heart. His pager went off. Now, this seems like good news. I, for one, you know that I love Paul Johansson. I hope he stays on the show for a long time, but somehow I don't think he's going to have a happy ending. Now, for more news from the Port City this week, here's Amy.
While the rest of the world was waiting for new One Tree Hill news, Wilmington was knee-deep in it. As a matter of fact, one of our reporters went out to his local watering hole, Blue Post Billiards, and found out the whole place was taken over by One Tree Hill cast members, including James Lafferty, Sophia Bush, and Lee Norris. And guess who they brought along? Nick Lachey. It's no big news that Nick Lachey is going to be on a couple of episodes of One Tree Hill, so we went out and asked some fans what they thought about his appearance on the show. Hey, we ran into Cape Fear Community College student Nicole, who's here in front of 272 North Front, where Clothes Over Bros is. I just heard from People Magazine that Nick Lachey is going to have an appearance on the show.
Really?
Yeah, what do you think about that?
Wow, I think that would be kind of crazy. I mean, we never really get like big celebrities down here, so I think that would be kind of cool if he was on the show. I know I'd definitely try and meet him if he was down here.
So what do you think about the show so far, some of the plot lines and things that are going on with the new season?
Actually, I'm not enjoying this season at all. I don't think it's interesting. I just don't think there's anything good going on in it. The last 5 seasons have been really good, and then this season's kind of just fallen short right now.
And what did you think about James Vanderbeek's appearance on the show, the old Dawson's Creek guy?
I thought that was very cool. I think it would have been even cooler if they did a crossover episode and had like Dawson come on, because I know it's not necessarily the same town it was supposed to be filmed in, but it would have been kind of cool. No, it was cool though that they did that. I would have loved to have met him, but I never did, so didn't get a chance to.
Well, thanks for your time. I appreciate it.
Well, no matter what fans have thought about this season, everyone has their eyes on next season. The show's been picked up for its 7th year, but not all of the cast members may be returning. There have been rumors that Hilary Burton and Chad Michael Murray won't be back next season, so we talked to the fans about what they thought when they were out watching filming around town.
Hey, we're in downtown Wilmington at 18 Market Street, where Edge of Urge clothing store is located, and One Tree Hill is filming there. They've got the whole crew outside, and of course, where the crew is, you'll find One Tree Hill fans, and we ran into 3 of them, at least, a few more. And this is Brooke Norton from Leland, and Madison Goins of Maiden, North Carolina, and her twin sister Tabitha Goins, also of Maiden. So, all right, so the 7th season was just announced a couple of days ago. And there's rumors about some of the folks might be coming back, some of them might not. So I got 2 questions. First one, who do you want to see come back? I'll ask you first.
Well, ideally, we'd like to see everybody come back. I mean, One Tree Hill just would be weird without everybody, but, I really would need Nathan and Haley and Brooke. And I really love Peyton too, so I don't know. I would like everybody to come back.
Okay. Even Chester the Rabbit?
Oh yeah.
All right. What about you? Who would you like to see come back for sure?
I say just as long as Nathan and Haley's on it, I'm good.
Cool. That's your favorite storyline then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What about you?
Well, it'd be kind of sad to see some of the main cast leave, but I have my favorites, and so far they're still going to be on it. So if Chad leaves, yeah, it'll be different, but I still think One Tree Hill can be a good show without him.
Okay. What about Paul Johansson? You know, he's kind of on the outskirts.
He's got to be on One Tree
Yeah,
Hill. It wouldn't
One
be
Tree
One
Hill
Tree Hill
needs
without
Dan.
him.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, well, that's all the time we have for this week. Stop back next Tuesday for OTH Inside.